Hello and welcome to number 13. I was stream number 13 of the Storytellers Hearth weekend relay. Oh my god. Um, I have had a morning. So I apologize if I am
Frazzled.
off. Frazzled. I'm not gonna be able to do any writing today during the stream because I have to do job prep. And the time I allotted for doing job prep later is actually going to be now car prep because my car died this morning. And I start a new job tomorrow. So I need a car. I need my car for that. I was gone for a week and apparently my car couldn't handle that. It has separation anxiety, apparently like my cat. Except Storm just like throws up out of excitement when I get back. So yeah, hello everyone. Welcome. How has everyone's event been going? I have popped in and out of a couple streams as I went about my traveling. Because I got home last night from the East Coast. So it's been a weekend, you know? But Sam has been doing the whole gambit. So
Seems like the only stream have been the break streams. So I've been looking mostly just because I get the notification Sam posts.
I've been popping into the streams and they've almost always been on sprints. So I'll like say something and then have to leave. I'll be like, oh, I can't listen, or I'll be like, oh, I have 5 minutes, and it's like, oh no, they just started the sprint, and I'm like, oh. All right, let me catch up on chat. SD says hi Shannon. Yeah, thank you. Hi, Cool Gamer. Hello, Jessica. And yes, yeah. Yay job, Bukar. Yeah, I got originally it's a camp counselor position. And originally it was 2 weeks, and then I got bumped up to 4, which I'm very excited about. And potentially it's going to be bumped up to all 6. But I missed the training because I was told the training was optional and only for people that are like really nervous about their first time camp counseling, and I would have to like cancel my family vacation to be able to make the training. And I was like, oh no, like if it's just an optional thing, like it sucks that I'm missing the community time, like getting to know each other. But you know, I haven't seen my family like at all. And I'm a friendly person. I can get to know people day of. And then I get added to the Slack and it's like, it is vital that everyone attends. And I'm like, oh. So now I have all the documents and stuff that they like reviewed and talked about over the course of like a week, and I'm going to read them all today. It's like 300 pages. I'm not actually going to read them all. I'm going to skim most of them. But that's probably what I'll be doing during this stream. Hi, Kaisa. Just lots of people saying hi. Kaisa has been here for 17 hours today and has been writing for 11 hours this weekend. That math doesn't math, so I'm guessing it's 7 hours today and 11 hours this weekend, or 7 hours. Yeah, I'm not sure. But either way, that's a lot of hours. What have you been working on?
Let me think. It might be... No, because yeah, it's probably 7 hours because the stream didn't start until
7 hours ago.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I'm sorry. I'm so like, woo.
Rowan, you're in charge.
It's such a day.
Yeah, Rowan, you run the stream. I'm going to bed. I did almost like foist it off onto Sam and Rowan about 20 minutes ago when I'm sitting in my car and in the sun, being like, my dad being like, yeah, so once you get a car, like your battery jumped, then go drive it around for at least 20 minutes. And I'm like, my stream starts in 28 minutes. But it's fine. I have no groceries in my house. I was going to go pick up groceries. I have some crackers. I've been eating a lot of these cheese crackers. It's fine, guys. I'm so fine. Delightful.
I have finished all of my tasks.
Yay!
So I was going to work on sort of the information for the website page that Fox will need to build the page for Not For Her. However, I have woken up with a headache, which is very rude because like my migraine had stopped sometime Saturday and I was feeling great. So now I'm like, this is super rude. So I'm going to get some water, take some pain meds, and see where I go from there.
Nice.
Nice. I'm hoping to finish my draft.
You're hoping to what? Finish your zero draft?
If not today,
then
tomorrow.
Nice.
I want to finish it really soon. Sorry. Right there, she's been staring at me since the stream started, and it's starting to creep me out a little.
Wispa is Rowan's cat, not just like a person underneath Rowan's desk. Storm has crawled into the closet and is watching me from the darkness as well, so I'm getting how you feel. All right, Kaisa said no 17 hours on stream and actively writing for 11. Oh, all week? Okay, it's because of time zones. For me, it's already 10 p.m. and started watching these streams at 2:30 a.m. Oh, okay. So your day has a different starting point than our day.
Yeah, Kaisa's in Finland. So.
Rowan Sam and I are in all different time zones. So I was also like, oh yeah, our day starts differently than yours. It's like, no, everyone's day is starting differently. Jessica sent docs to beta readers and have been calming down from the stress of that. Oh yeah, that's always like a kind of experience, but that's very exciting. You have all your questionnaire and everything written out. I enjoyed making the questionnaires when I made them for Shadows when I did that. But yeah, so if I am writing, which I might spend like the second sprint writing. If I am writing, then I'm going to be writing Storm's Heir, no relation to the name of my cat, Storm. Storm's Heir is my queer dragon novel. That's like new adult action romance or adventure fantasy romance. I think it counts as a romantasy. I think.
I would say so. There's enough romance.
Yeah. I'm on 50,000 words, and they're finally getting romancy scenes. But yeah, it's fine. It's slower.
Can be slow burns. It's fine.
I mean, everyone there in anticipation. Hi, Sarah. Jessica has all these questions written out. I need to actually set up the form to fill out said questionnaire. Nice. I did a Google Doc. Ooh, sorry, I'm yawning so much. I did a Google Doc that I sent to a bunch of people. And then I had master docs with everyone's names on it that they filled out. Or I had Google Docs that I shared with people, and then one master doc with all my questions. And so every time I send a new chapter, I'd add a new set of questions to their Google Doc that they had access to. And at the end, I, had all the information of everyone's in one place, and I like that. Ooh.
Have I said what my whip is?
No.
I don't think I've ever is. I'm working on Nocturne, I think. I have said.
No, we have talked about the title before. Would you like to explain it a little bit for people that don't know?
Yeah. Nocturne, it is a new adult gothic fantasy, loosely based off of the absolutely bonkers time I had in undergrad. At a very
a very odd school we went to, yeah.
And dealing with the kinds of things that you feel are in the woods when you go to a school like that.
A school in nowhere, in the forest. There's a town full of rich people over there. Cool. All right, I'm going to start us off pretty early with our first sprint, just because I want to go get a cup of tea and scream in a corner for a sec, and then I'll be more. No, I'm joking. I'm not that falling apart right now.
Chat will complain. The majority of chat all weekend has wanted 45-minute sprints. So.
Oh, awesome!
They came here to work.
Then we will do 45 minutes. I did not plan on doing. I planned on doing a half hour. I don't know what I just said though.
You can do 30. Doesn't matter.
We're doing 45 minutes.
45 is good.
Been decided.
45.
Just start crying. Let me do what I want. What you want. Trying to
You're in charge here, not me.
I shouldn't be in charge of anything ever. Oh, that just stole the screen.
That's just fine.
No, Sam, we're collecting different things. I like this one better. Because then I can make us bigger. Because, there went Sam. Because I feel like we're
her revenge.
Yeah, that was totally on purpose. I'm a mastermind. Let's soften those corners.
Trying to take over my brand and then replace me with Rowan.
Yeah.
Got it.
They're a brunette. It's the same thing.
Yeah, you know.
We're brunette with long, wavy hair. No one will notice the difference.
No one will notice the difference.
No, not at all.
Right. So how are the kids? And Rowan will just make shit up. It's fine.
Rowan works with children.
You
can just talk about a different child that you work with every single time. On that delightful note of replacing Sam with Rowan. Sorry, I'm just fitzing around. Let's begin the sprint. See you on the other side with hopefully more mental capacity for all of this.
Let's take ibuprofen. Okay, don't know. And we're back.
Not the pulsing in the background from
what that was coming. I couldn't figure out if that was coming from me or not.
I don't know. All right. Hi, how'd that sprint go for everyone? I'm feeling more calm, more relaxed. I did some prep for my job, which is reading through like it's a themed camp. I'm not gonna say more, but we have like storylines every week, apparently.
Oh, that's
and so I'm just reading through all of the storylines and the contingencies for like if things go differently. And I'm like, I'm appreciating how well this is planned out. Especially like because I'm like logging when I'm working on this prep because they're paying me for it. So I'm like, I can log just now 40 minutes of working and I'll be paid for that, which I'm like, what? Which is crazy in my mind. But yeah, it's well written. It like the story is from a writer's point of view. It's well planned out. And knowing like how kids interact with mysteries, I'm excited and will have to hold myself back from leaping in and trying to solve things because I already know the answers because I'm reading it right now. But they have stuff for like the counts. I'll be one of the counselors like following the kids around and not one of the characters, but they have like they're like, okay, counselors react like this in this situation. Like counselors, you're being turned into a sheep and stuff like that. So
so fun. What I would have given to get that as a kid.
I know. So I'm on page, it's like 14 pages long, and I don't know what page I'm on. I'm on page 13, apparently. Or I'm on page 14. Cool. How did you do, Rowan? I saw your text during that. You had an epiphany.
I wrote like 1,000 words, so I wrote 1,000 words. I talked 1,000
voice
words.
To text.
I voice to text 1,000 words. Very much rambling. I don't know. I was talking, and by the time I got to the end of the sentence, I was like, where did that come from?
Something has been figured out.
I was like, oh, Elio needs to do something here. Like this chapter, something has to happen. He hasn't done anything in a while. He hasn't like taken any agency, so he went back to find the knife. There's a knife in a tree, and he notices that the tree should be dead. Like its roots are decaying. The leaves are dead on the branches, and he takes the knife out and like some leaves fall and a bit of rot comes to the surface. And he's like, is this knife keeping this tree alive? And I was like, where the hell did that come from? Because I didn't plan that.
You're like, it's a magic knife.
I discovered that at the end of the sentence.
Very good. Sam, what'd you get up to that sprint?
I finished the info that I needed so that Fox can start on the webpage at his leisure. I was like, well, I guess now I need a new thing. So even though I didn't want to, I'm like, I should start working on the application for beta readers.
Mm-hmm. You could read Storm's Air.
Can I?
Not critique it.
Documents.
You don't have to critique it. You can just read it. I can just send it to you now.
No, I must critique upon first read.
Okay.
Besides, I do have other things I have to do. Like I need to do the beta application so I can send it out in July. And if I can get that written out, then I don't have to worry about writing it when I get back from Expo. So.
Yes. Expo. I'm excited for post Expo because then you get to hang out with me.
Stand over you as you could. No, I'm kidding.
All right, let's see. We had some people join in. Hello to all of y'all. Kaisa let me know if I'm saying your name wrong. Got through 4 pages of the translation of my project. I don't have the energy to write anything new currently. Are you translating your own writing? Because
Kaisa or Annika.
It's props. It's really hard.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah.
So Annika is Finnish. She lives in Finland, and she's writing the original manuscript in Finnish and then translating that into English.
That's awesome.
Let me just say, translating into your second language is really freaking difficult. It took me an entire year, and I only did one scene.
Well, that is more than I've ever done. So,
Not a year, 6 months. Consistent work, but.
Jessica spent that entire sprint trusting about travel details, as one does roughly a week before, and finishing my food. Yeah, that's relatable. I hope your travel goes well. And what did you get to eat? Shannon moved on for making the formulas for the AWC anthology. Finished, yay! And almost done with the form for the AWC Speaker Awards. Nice.
I would just like to correct a misspeak. She's done making the forms for the AWC anthology, not the formulas.
Didn't even know I said formulas.
I didn't even notice either.
Those are two different things. Look, I only
They are two different things.
So I say the wrong words all the time.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
Glad
fine.
we're all killed it.
I just found some goldfish in my room. They're probably super stale. They are. They're really stale. Yeah. Okay. I was really excited for a second. I do not have enough food in my house. I was eating stale Triscuits and then a block of cheese. And I was eating mostly just the cheese because I didn't want to bite into the Triscuits. But it's fine. I made a to-do list of all the things I have to do today, and it's not finished, and it's really long. Cool. That was Lisa's lunch sprint. Kelly got more studying done for history exam. My brain is getting full. That's relatable. And Lisa did some scary medical research. Okay. Into what?
Yeah.
Shannon will be a mad scientist over there and be making some formulas for the magic during the AWC. I didn't realize. I'm being bullied. Jessica ate some spaghetti and meatballs. It was very tasty. I'm now very full. Oh, send me some. I want some spaghetti and meatballs.
I'm starting thinking about it.
Right. I have gnocchi and Alfredo downstairs that I can make.
I had gnocchi for. I recommend it.
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, it's Trader Joe's, so I'm pretty sure I just heat it up.
My
But
child wanted to go to Olive Garden for his birthday because he's like, I want Italian. And I'm like, do you want Olive Garden? Don't give me that look. They serve Italian.
No, they do. But there's an Olive Garden right near me, and I'm so disappointed. Like, it was good when we went, and then it was gross when I went to the one near me.
I told you, my Olive Garden is weirdly good compared to
it was so good. And then I went here, and I was so disappointed.
I don't know why. I don't know why our local Olive Garden is so good. But yeah, so we went, and like with all entrees, you get unlimited soup and salad. And first, when I said we were going to Olive Garden, my youngest is all like, oh, I think we've been to Olive Garden once. I'm like, boo-boo, there was a time when your father was so addicted to their soup. Like, we went so many times in the span of 1 year. And then we get there, and she sees the soup, and she's like, I want the chicken and gnocchi. And then she was like, I will take my dinner to go, and I will just eat soup. And I was like,
that is the move.
That's absolutely.
As a clever child, you should be proud.
My favorite thing is getting full breadsticks before my meal even. Full of breadsticks and salad before my meal even comes, and then I have lunch for the next day.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the breadsticks when I went, which is like, I think, as expected. And then I got tortellini Alfredo because I love tortellini Alfredo. And it was so sharp. Like, the cheese filling in the tortellini was such a sharp cheese. And I'm like, it was almost like acidic. And I'm like, no, thank you. And I was like, maybe it'll be better reheated. It wasn't. It was not. And it was
the cheese.
I don't know. but I'm not doing it again.
That's fair.
I will only go to the Olive Garden near Sam from now on, ever.
Very fair. That's like it was so weird. Like growing up, Olive Garden to me was like a slightly fancy restaurant. You know, everyone in my local area perceived Olive Garden as a fancy restaurant. But all of my out of state friends, they were like, yeah, no, that's like no level of fancy at all. But then when they visit me, I'm like, let me show you my Olive Garden.
Your Olive Garden feels fancy.
It does.
There are like
so nice.
Shit. Like
I said, I don't know why that is, because I've gone to Olive Garden. Like that's one of the things when I visit my friends and stuff, and we've gone to Olive Garden, and I'm just like, this is not the same restaurant. They share a name, and that is it. And I am so confused. But
well, that's good for you and sad for the rest of us that I got a taste of something good, and then we're stuck with a mockery of it.
Now that I think about it, our local Olive Garden is also quite fancy. It's in like a nice like stone. It's got a nice like stone interior and I suppose exterior.
Does it taste good?
Got a nice glow. Yeah, I haven't had a bad experience there, but I get the same thing.
I'm glad.
The one in Gatlinburg wasn't that bad, but it wasn't as good as the one in my city. So
I just have a shit Olive Garden.
Maybe you are not alone in having a shit.
No, and I'm not surprised my Olive Garden is shit from where I live. It's fine. It's not. I mean, it's fine.
We'll figure out when you can come visit me.
There is a really good pasta place near me, though. There is like an amazing pasta place where they make everything from scratch within it. I can't say what it is. Well, it's in Los Angeles, and it's no, I'm not saying what it is. There's two of them in LA, and they're both near me, and one's like half a mile away. And it's kind of pricey for like food that it's all takeout. I think there is a sit down restaurant, but I've only been to the takeout one. But it is delicious. When my mom came and visited, we got it and like ate it on the floor of my room watching like Supernatural or something. I don't know, so a movie or something. But we were eating it, and it was really good. But it's definitely a treat every once in a while kind of thing.
I went to this really expensive Italian place for my sister's birthday.
Yeah.
And it was a genuinely fancy restaurant, and I was like, why didn't anyone tell me I should wear a shirt that says "Sleep like no one's watching"? Why didn't anyone tell me that I should be like wearing something nice?
Yeah.
Speaking of gnocchi, I had goat cheese filled gnocchi and like a vodka sauce, and it was phenomenal. I've been thinking.
Does sound good.
I'm a ride or die gnocchi guy.
Rowan.
Oh,
like
am
the beginning of your sentences. I heard the goat-filled gnocchi in the vodka sauce, and then I didn't hear the beginning of the next sentence.
Oh, I'm a ride or die gnocchi guy, so.
I didn't.
No?
It was just cracked up, and I'm like, it's fine. You just don't get to speak. Sit there and look pretty, and that's it.
Rowan does an excellent job of that.
You do a fantastic job. Very handsome. But yeah, I love that we're just talking about food.
I'm so
what
hungry.
Food do you guys like and shit? But I at the beach we go to the beach my parents met at every year. That's where I was for the past week. And both their families have been going there for years, and then they happened to meet there when they were 21. And there's like a kind of a nice seafood place there. I mean, it's the beach. And every time we go, I'm not in the mood for seafood. And I don't dislike seafood, but I have to be in a very particular mood for seafood. And I mostly like seafood in sushi. But I got like scallops and shrimps. I think scallops is a thing. And it was it was like a pasta, and I wanted it to be good because it smelled good, but just the texture of it every single time I was like, no. I ate some of it, but I think part of it was the same flavor every bite. Like there was in texture every bite, like within the pasta and the seafood. Like there was no like mix, like there was no combination of flavors. It was one flavor in your mouth. Like there was not layers to it or anything. And I'm like, it wasn't bland or anything, but it was just like, this is what you're tasting and it's nothing else, this one thing. And I was like, nope, I can't do that for a long time. So I want to figure out more sushi or seafood that I like that isn't just sushi. We also went to a sushi place and it was quite bad. Like some of the worst sushi I ever had, gave at least half my family indigestion. And it was like a fancy sushi place, but it was run by white people. So,
Do you like crab?
Do I like crab?
Yeah.
I love crab dip. Like,
crab is cheap
so
lobster,
much.
and I will die on my hill.
I'm okay with it. I don't think I've ever had
lobster.
lobster. I have no desire
I don't like
to.
lobster, but I like crab.
I like crab.
I
when I'm in the mood for like seafood. Like when I'm in the mood for seafood, 9 times out of 10, crab is what I'd want to eat. Or what I'm chill with eating.
We introduced the children to seafood boil last year. Now they are obsessed.
I really like my favorite sushi is soft shell crab sushi. That's always what I like gravitating towards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also very picky about seafood. I don't like scallops. Shrimp has to be prepared very specifically. Mostly the teriyaki at like a hibachi place.
Do you guys want to head into another sprint, or do you want to keep chatting for a little while? What is chat?
I'm good for another one. I'm gonna get a snack.
I'm gonna get a proper glass of water. I had a really bad cold for like 2 weeks, and then I was like coughing up some blackness, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm dying!" And then I went to the beach, and it cleared it right up. I think it was pollution. Now I'm back, and my cough is back, and I'm like, "Fuck." I need to get like an air purifier.
Yeah, I was about to say that you need an air purifier. My country ass could never.
Get an air purifier or live?
No, could never with air so polluted. I'm coughing shit up. Like
yeah, hey, yeah. All right, let's do another.
Los Angeles.
Good old Los Angeles. All right. Fun. Cool. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey.
Hi.
There's
They
no
have-
boom to bring you.
There's what?
There's no like thunder sounds to bring
No, there
back
isn't.
into.
How dare I? They have this 250 book or page book filled with camp games, and they're like, yeah, review them, as much as you can, and I'm like, okay, cool, and I open it up and it's 250 pages, and I'm like, okay, like as much as you can, and I'm like, that's some bold words. I'm on page 16. I mean, they're entertaining. I'm just like, I don't know how much of this I'm retaining. And I'm like really hoping that I can have not a printout of it, but like have it on my phone and pull it up when the kids want to play. Because I'm like,
And I'm sure once you know what you're doing when, you can just have a reference of the things you're doing that week
Yeah.
and just those. That's what I do with kids.
It's a lot of the kids get to choose what they get to do next. And I'm like, oh, so I have to have get a catalog in my head of things to tell the children to get to choose between. Fun. Okay. How did everyone who did other things do that sprint in chat? And then what'd you get done, Rowan?
I wrote about 250 words, and I spent most of that time peeling an orange. I wanted a snack, and I really wanted an orange, but I can't stand pith, and so I have to take all of it off before I can eat the orange, and that is a very consuming task.
Okay. Yeah. I don't eat oranges because I have to peel them. I eat clementines, but those are much easier to peel. Sam, what'd you get done?
I finished filling out the info for the beta application, and then Fox plugged it in, so the beta application page is actually ready. So I might write my newsletter and send out the beta application this week. So we shall see.
Go you. How did chat do? Our chat is stationary. I've
nothing to do now for the rest of the sprints, so I will just be watching Kenny JD. I mean, I could work on the sweetest secret, but I feel like I have done enough this weekend.
No, not. Hi, Lena.
How do you guys?
How do I what?
How do these guys feel about oranges? Yeah.
What? I love oranges.
I think they taste good. It's just a lot.
I do. There are a lot of maintenance. Like lychee, it's just a lot of work.
Because of the children, we cheat and just buy the easy peel oranges, and the orange peel and most of the pith comes off just very easily. And then I don't mind the pith, so I just eat the remainder. So
Lisa procrastinated during that sprint. What are you procrastinating? I'm feeling more okay about my day sitting as this is going. I was to the point earlier where I'm thinking about all the things I have to do today and just starting to panic. But I'm feeling better. I still have a lot to do, but
the day is long.
The day is long. It is almost 2:00. But it's fine. I just have to go to bed at a reasonable hour like an adult.
What time do you start tomorrow?
7:45. I want to try and get there by 7:30. And it's at least a half an hour drive.
Oh, that's early.
It is. I'm banking on still being on East Coast time to even fathom waking up that early. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to make the decision whether or not I want to wear like my normal makeup to camp tomorrow because I will be fine in it, but I don't want people to be like,
If you'll be comfortable, it'll be fine. The kids will probably like. Kids will be like, "Ooh, I like your makeup." Kids love makeup. They like.
I'm not a daughter of Aphrodite. Well, I'm doing Apollo, kid. I have to write up a cute little like story of my demigod days as a teenager. Oh no! Whatever shall I do?
I have to do a little project.
I have to do a little project. I have to come up with a character backstory for myself.
Oh no!
Oh no! My mother made the joke that she thinks that at least one kid will think that my tattoo's fake. Like just done for the
and
camp.
they'll try and rub it off. Yeah.
And they'll try and rub it off, yeah. And I'll let them try because it's not fake. But
I do that with my nails all the time. But the kids would be like, "Are your nails fake?" And I'd be like, "No." And they'd be like, "Let me see."
Your nails?
Yeah, because they're like long.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I don't know about my nails.
You could get a fake tattoo of a liar since you're an Apollo kid.
Yeah.
But you only let them try to rub off the real tattoo.
Put the liar on the breach. What'd you say, Rowan?
Try to have them guess which one is real.
It'll probably be pretty obvious. There's like a section at camp that's like crafting or forging. And I'm thinking like I won't bring it the first day, but if we end up like my group ends up spending time there, I might just bring my embroidery and like work on embroidering like a design of a lyre or some or Camp Half-Blood symbol or something like that. Something goofy and fun and to show like I'm doing a thing. And you can do it too. I've definitely talked about the like when I see stuff about princesses that like in stories are like, I don't want anyone to do embroidery. I want to go run in the wind with my hair and pants. And I'm like, that's great. But I really do enjoy embroidery. It is very satisfying. Yeah.
I just watched Coco again, the Disney movie, and I sob every time I watch that movie. I've seen it a million times. It makes me so sad every single time. I don't know what it is about that specific like Disney It's not very different from Disney formulas, but that specific movie just destroys me every single time I see it.
That movie, I've seen it like maybe twice, but the song, the like Remember Me song, gets me every time.
Yeah, it hurts my. I sent a picture to my sister who was like, "Guess what movie I just watched?" And she knew exactly what I watched because my eyes were red and puffy, and she was like, "Watch Coco again," and I was like, "I watched Coco again."
Yeah. I watched A Quiet Place Day 1 on the airplane.
I haven't seen it.
Which I'm so jumpy at stuff like that, so I feel bad for the guy next to me, but I don't know if he actually noticed, but I was a little embarrassed because the jump scares I like that. We're in a plane, so it's not very subtle. But it made me tear up at the end. And I'm like, I'm just an easily tear-upable person. It was good though. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
What do you think is like
the perfect what?
I think the perfect airplane movie. I think there's like a category of airplane movies. Whoa.
I think my technology is beginning to rebel against the heat. So
okay. So the perfect airplane movie. What's your theory?
Crazy Rich Asians. I think that is the perfect airplane movie.
That is a contender.
It's a rom-com with just enough stakes that you can be invested the whole time. It's really beautiful and shot very well. I think rom-coms should be relabeled to airplane movies.
That is
Rom-coms
a
are
bit longer than rom-com. A bit more of a mouthful. Airplane movies.
Rom-coms are just perfect for when you're in the air.
They are good. I tried to watch Love Hurts, which is not a rom-com. I think it's an action romance. I don't know. It's the one with oh, I'm forgetting. The dad from Everywhere Everything All at Once.
It says it's an American action comedy. It does not have romance anywhere in
Okay.
the description.
But
the title is Love Hurts, so I've never seen it though. I've seen Crazy Eights, and I like
Ki
that.
Hyo Kwan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's great in it. But I got like halfway through it and I bailed, or maybe like a third through it, and I was like, okay, it's giving like very kind of. It was fun, but I'm just like not invested enough.
Have you guys seen Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Yes. You have not, Sam? That's good.
I think
First of all, you would find it so interesting. First of all, let it be known, I am not a huge movie person. If I am watching a movie, like 9 times out of 10, I'm watching it with someone else.
Mm-hmm. We can watch it.
So like if I have nobody in my life who wanted to watch the movie, that, or I've already seen the movie and I'm like, oh hey, I'm in the mood to rewatch this movie.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
One thing that was bothering me the entire time, and I feel vindicated about, is the age gap between the two actors. They just don't look the same age, and I couldn't look it up. I was like, maybe she just looks really young for her age. They have a 20-year age gap, and I'm like, oh, I feel better about why I was uncomfortable now.
In Everything All at Once or in Love Hurts?
In Love Hurts.
Oh, okay.
Michelle Yeoh.
No.
I was like, I'm pretty sure Michelle Yeoh is 10 years older than him.
Well, see, I was confused because I was like, I thought Everything All at Once was more about a mother-daughter relationship than a romance. So I was like,
I mean, it has.
Love Hurts.
I mean, yeah. But
that reminds me. So this is an older sci-fi movie, but in The Fifth Element, I like watched The Fifth Element and I really enjoyed it until and I'm talking like I watched it when I was a kid or a teen. I don't remember, whenever it first came out. And I was like really into it until like the lead female or like the lead actress and the lead actor, like their characters, they start making out. And I was so grossed out because the entire movie I'm like, oh, this is such a cute father-daughter relationship, and then they start making out and I was like, I didn't get a romantic vibe at all. Like I did not the process they were supposed to be romantic.
That's so funny.
I really like The Fifth Element, but at the same time I could just never get over that.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I watched it as a kid too, and I don't remember what my reaction was. But then, cool lights, explosions, wee. But yeah, wee.
10-10.
Yeah. Now looking back on it, I'm like, oh yeah, it is the Born Sexy Yesterday thing and all the issues with it and everything. But yeah, I haven't watched it in 15 years, so
like you can tell that she's supposed to be like sexy and she's supposed to be attractive and stuff. It's just I forgot who the lead actor is. There's like zero chemistry. It does not feel like he is into her in that way at all. And I was like,
it's Bruce Willis, yeah. Who was born in 1955. And the lead actress was born in 1992. No. She was married in 1992. I was like, what? That movie's older than that. 1975. So another 20-year age gap.
Yeah, so yeah, but like I don't know, sometimes even with the big age gaps, there's still like the actors are so good at acting, there's still good chemistry between the characters.
Yeah.
But Bruce Willis,
Yeah.
it feels like that man did not even try. He was just like, this is my child now. And then the makeout happened, and I'm like, I don't know about this. I was,
So,
like I said, I
he would have
was
been-
a child.
He was 42 when the movie came out, and she was
She was
22.
like 18 or 19, I think.
22, according to the math. I'm doing math right. That's when it came out. But yeah, that's gross as hell. Honestly, if he like didn't do it on purpose, like didn't have chemistry on purpose, because that woman's half his age, I could respect it. I don't know if that's what was
I know that it would be so funny if like he's just like could not legitimately be. I'd be like, yeah, respect, sir.
I had count though. But yeah, the Love Hurts had a lot of like, I think Jackie Chan style like fight scenes, or like the fight scene you're watching, and you're like, this would not be happening in a fight scene. So I'm here for the fun because it's fun, because everything about it is like what, like impractically stupid or dramatic or stuff. But you're like, yay, fight scenes. I always go yay fight scenes.
I feel like this says a lot that like when talking about rom-coms, you have like selected and picked something that's not really labeled as a romance at all, and your like big things in it are the fight scenes.
The Love Hurts?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's definitely an action, but like it's like the kernel of the plot happening is a romance.
Yeah, I know, but you see what I am saying of why that it says a lot about your preferences in romance stories.
I was also but I was also hoping that they were gonna do a dad-daughter, and then he's like, I'm in love with her. And I'm like, no. It's fine. At least she's in her 30s. But it was, she looks younger. I mean, she's gorgeous, but like her skin is flawless, and I'm like, I'm really hoping you just look really good for your age, and you're actually 50. I was on an airplane, so I couldn't look it up. I had already used my 20 minutes of free airplane Wi-Fi to message our D&D Discord.
But you did.
I did. And then the first thing, I opened up my phone mid-plane ride, like, oh, wait, social interaction for the next 20 minutes. And I just get asked immediately, do you think the Predator's hot?
To be fair, we were having a conversation already. I did not. Don't look at me like that. I did not say Predator was hot. I didn't say that.
Someone did.
It wasn't.
It wasn't me
Tess
either.
asked if I thought the Predator was hot, and asked if I was like into the monster type, and I was like, not usually, but I can be convinced. And then she just said the Predator was like, dude. And then you showed up and you were like, do you think the Predator is hot? I never got to give my answer.
You never.
Actually, no, that's
you
not
were
right.
saved by me arriving. I was the saved by the bell. My response was, is he covered in chest hair or is that scales? And I didn't get an answer, so I did not respond. But no,
yeah,
I don't.
I think it was. I think it was scales, and I think my answer was yes, but I haven't seen the movie, so I don't actually know if that's my genuine answer.
I might have seen the movie when I was younger, but it's if it's hair, no. If it's scales, why are the scales like this color? And that makes it kind of like, if he was like all obsidian scales, maybe. But we're not looking into that. And I am, as I'm speaking, remembering that we're not just yapping like in a call. In fact, being recorded and 15 people are watching, but it's fine.
Pat, do you think the Predator is hot? Yes. No.
Yes or no? Sam, do you think the Predator is hot?
Why?
In what?
I haven't
Sorry,
seen it.
Fox
So
and
I
I
feel
were
like I'm thinking-
discussing an edit.
I'm sending you the picture that I was sent when I was asked if the Predator was hot.
Are we talking about
Fine.
Predator from the movie Predator?
I don't know. We were sent one picture.
Yes, from the movie
Why are we
Predator.
asking the demisexual what is hot? Just send me the Predator.
I don't know. I don't. You can aesthetically look at. Oh, that died.
I'll be able to tell you if I feel the Predator is hot by conventional means, yes. But if I don't know the Predator's personality and I have no emotional connection to the Predator, I have no genuine opinion on whether or not the Predator is hot.
I'm asking by the conventional means, but actually he's not like conventionally attractive because it's the fucking Predator.
Oh, those
you
Predators. Yeah, a lot of
say the
I would imagine that a lot of people could find those Predators hot until they take off the mask.
I think it's the mask. A lot of people are attracted to masks.
No, like, do you know what it looks like under the mask?
No.
I don't want
to. Like,
I feel like that would ruin it.
probably. Judging from the hands, it looks like that.
Yeah, it's got like
Googling.
Wow.
What does the
stays on?
The mask stays on. When I watched Mandalorian for the first time, I was so disappointed when he took off the hat or the fucking helmet, because I wanted him to never take it off. And so I was like, I hate his face. Which I obviously don't think, because I think Pedro Pascal is irrefutably a very handsome man. I'm now looking at the Predator, and I think some people would still think that's hot. I'm not those people, but some people
I'm
would.
also on Tumblr where people call like the satellite needle conventionally attractive for a building. So I feel like my standard.
So I'm like, some people, and I'm like, I think I have a very skewed sense of what people consider attractive. Because
I've seen people on Tumblr go, yeah, can't even say that the Space Needle isn't attractive. And I was like, that's a
I can say it isn't. It is a building. The Eiffel Tower.
People on Tumblr standards are
concerning.
Crazy.
Crazy high or crazy low, and there's no in between.
Like one of Tumblr's main guys is a literal 2D triangle pyramid with a top hat. That's one of their like guys.
Tumblr, but yeah,
anyway.
I am aware of that.
Fox and I were deeply discussing this one sentence, so I was like hearing in and out. And let me tell you, some of these out of context things, I'm like,
it's worse in context.
Good thing I was a Tumblrite for a long time, so I could follow the conversation.
A Tumblrite.
You know what? Even with the mask off, would.
Okay. On that delightful note, do you guys want to head into our next sprint?
Yeah.
Next and final half-hour sprint.
Yes.
Cool. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Ta-da! Thunder noises. A storm hit when I was at the beach, and I was definitely like feeling it like beforehand, and I was like, did not miss that.
Smell when it's rain.
What'd you say?
I can always smell it when it's rain.
I love the smell of rain.
Like before it rains, the air just the way that it smells.
Mm-hmm.
I always enjoy that smell.
It's a good smell. I got through another. A lot of the games that I've gotten to are like fun themed names for like normal capture the flag, dodgeball, that kind of stuff. And so I kind of blew through a bunch of pages, so I'm very happy about them. I'm on 81. Logging the time I'm working, which is nice. And after the stream, I'm gonna go get a battery for my car, or a jump starter for my car, and then get the battery tested potentially.
Can one of your roommates jumpstart you?
None of us have any cables or anything because we all just moved out here, so all of our severely lacking. But one of my roommates is lovingly going to drive me to like the auto zone, so my dad's buying me a jumpstart battery thing, which is nice. And so hopefully it'll come pre-charged or charged a little enough to like kick my car in the butt. But it might not. I have like errands I have to run today, so I'm really hoping it works. Yeah, if not, I will see what's in walking distance to do some of my errands. Yay!
Fun times.
Cool. All right. How'd you guys do that sprint? And chat.
Pretty good. I read 300-ish words.
Nice.
Got really excited about my guys. And I was just trying to. I feel like I'm having a rough time trying to get a feel for what Elio and Connor's like chemistry is going to look like. Because I'm not actually writing the book yet, and so I'm like, oh my god, is everyone gonna hate them? Like, they have no chemistry. And like, no, you're just writing a draft. They don't have chemistry because they don't have voices yet.
Yeah, when I did the outline, I was like, this is a really cute scene, but it feels forced. And I'm like, it's forced because they're not. I'm making it happen. They're not. It's an outline. So it was like, it's in theory situationally, but it depends on the execution. Or like, there's a moment here. I don't know what that moment is, but this is the time for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I get that. Sam, would you do that sprint?
I updated my most recent version of Not For Her, sent it to you, saved it. Well, I saved it as a new draft, sent it to you, and then I just watched Kenny JD and played my phone game.
Hey, Story! I love you!
She's like, I love your attention, I hate the holding.
She's
I love
purring.
how angry she is.
I think that's just her face.
Yeah, my cat has a
Alright. There. Okay. Please don't. Alright.
up to.
She's a good girl.
Are you guys?
Alright, I think
live
chat's
out there?
just chilling, watching in podcast mode. Storm, no, you cannot eat the Havarti from my lunch.
Figure out anything for dinner.
Rowan and I have been doing doing a lot of writing this month, and I've been doing 30K in 30 days, and I was doing it really consistently till I hit my vacation. And I don't think I'm that far behind where I should be. when I do actually sit down and write, I'm way over. All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Just update
How
the
about
sheet.
you,
Yeah.
Jenna?
You are well on your way to your goal.
Yeah, I'm at 16,000 words. I thought I was
Nice.
But
Still a lot.
yeah, still a lot. I'm hoping that with my new job, I will just be doing them after work, which I get out of work like 4:30 and then drive home. So I should be home and showered by 6:30. So we'll be doing post dinner writing, which is super late for everyone on the East Coast. But
Yeah.
it's what
I have 15,000.
You do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're being attacked.
I think we have 15 minutes till the closing stream, so I think I'm gonna end us here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, Rowan and Sam, and for everyone in chat. Thank you for silently watching, giving us that watch time. Thank you to Storm for now sitting in the middle of my desk, so it's gonna be hard to click any buttons to end the stream. You're my biggest supporter and my biggest hindrance. And yeah, see you guys around. You can find. Go ahead.
Real quick, everybody tune in to the closing chat or watch it on the replay. Sarah and I do have an announcement about the Storytellers Hearth. So
Fun. Okay. Ominous as well.
DM
Cool.
it.
You can find us places. Bye.
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 Ta-da.